Been waking up with cuts I can't remember getting. My bedroom window just hissed, "Stop resisting." The first cut showed up on my wrist a month ago. A thin red line, shallow but stinging like a paper cut. I shrugged it off, figuring I'd nicked myself at the gym or caught it on a zipper. But then more appeared. Every morning, a fresh slice somewhere hidden. Behind my knee along my ribs, the curve of my hip. Always small, always precise, always where no one would spot them. I started logging them in my phone, each photo more unsettling than the last. The one on my calf looked like a razor's work, too clean to be accidental. My doctor ran tests. No clotting issues, no skin conditions. "Do you sleep with sharp objects?" she asked. I didn't, but I set up a night vision camera anyway. The footage showed me dead still, barely breathing. Yet, I'd wake with new wounds. Sometimes the sting lingered, like they'd just been made. My boyfriend Jake swore I was doing it to myself, that I must be sleep grabbing at something the camera missed, but the video never showed me moving. Eventually, he stopped coming over. "You're scaring me," he confessed. "And last night, you kept slapping at the air like you were fending someone off." I didn't remember any dreams of fighting. Then came the burns, tiny, blistering dots along my collarbone, as if someone had pressed a cigarette into my skin, too evenly spaced to be random. I deadbolted my doors, bought a taser, slept with the lights on. Nothing changed. Yesterday, I found a burn in the shape of a thumbprint on my inner wrist. I stared at it in the bathroom mirror, my reflection gaunt, eyes shadowed. I hadn't slept right in weeks, even though the camera showed me out cold. That's when I heard it. A faint hiss, like steam escaping. It came from the window. I live on the 3rd floor. Nothing should be that close. I yanked the curtains open, pressed my palm to the glass. The hissing stopped. That night, I downed enough sleeping pills to knock out a horse. If I couldn't move, maybe whatever was happening would stop. I turned on the camera, clutched the taser, and blacked out. For the first time in weeks, I woke feeling rested. No new marks, just the old ones, fading. I almost cried with relief. Maybe it was over. I showered, made coffee, and checked the camera footage, curious if I just slept like a corpse. The first few hours were normal. Then, at 3:17 a.m., the room turned icy. My breath fogged the air. On screen, my body began to jerk. Not like thrashing, like something was pulling me. My back arched off the bed. My limbs twisted at sick angles. Then, the part that made me vomit, I watched myself levitate 6 inches above the mattress, suspended while my arms and legs spasmed. My neck wrenched sideways, mouth stretched in a soundless scream. After 15 minutes, I dropped back down, limp. For nearly 2 minutes, I didn't breathe. Then a ragged gasp, and I curled into the pillow. Normal sleep resumed. I called out of work, mind racing. Was this a poltergeist? Some sleep experiment gone wrong? An hour ago, I was lying in bed staring at my window when the hiss returned. Words slithered through the glass. "Stop resisting." I bolted upright. "Let go," it whispered. I screamed, "What are you?" The window stayed silent, just the hum of traffic outside. I ran to an all-night cafe 4 blocks away. Jake texted, "Had a nightmare about you. You were floating," trying to scream. When he met me, I saw it. A fresh cut on his palm, identical to my first. He hit it fast. "No idea how it got there," he muttered. I showed him the video. He went pale. "My aunt called this the unbinding," he said. "Your spirit's trying to leave your body. The cuts happen when you struggle." "Like astral projection?" I asked. "Worse. It's not voluntary. If you stop fighting, it doesn't hurt." That night, we booked a cheap motel and aimed the camera at the bed. "What if we just let it happen?" Jake said. Terrified but exhausted, I agreed. We woke with no new wounds, energy humming under our skin. The footage showed why. At 3:17 a.m., a silver mist rose from our bodies, twined together, and slipped under the door. At sunrise, it flowed back in. "Do you remember?" Jake asked. "Yes," I breathed. And I did. Endless skies, weightlessness, a voice saying, "Come home." That night, back in my apartment as we drifted off, the window hissed one last time, "Welcome back." This time, I didn't resist.